Stijn and Johanna, students of Twin Flame's Ascension School and Life Purpose class with Jeff and Shaleia. And today we want to talk about that love and all of your good is inside of you, not on the outside.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So that's and we feel like that's so important to know because actually it's always just only ego or fear when you believe like your good is outside of you or has somebody, or I don't know. In truth, you don't need anything like on the outside. That's a lie that you need something on the outside, or you have to do something to get something. It's another lie or an ego trap. Like all your good is inside of you, and also like your twin flame, like your love is inside of you, and you're created in oneness with your good. You're created in oneness with God, and also in oneness with your twin flame, because your twin flame is you. Just like you can never separate from yourself, so you can never separate from your twin flame. And also because God is always one with himself, and you are of God. God created you. You're always one with God, and you're always one with yourself, and automatically, if you're one with God, you're always automatically one with your good. So once you really know that you're completely like you're whole and complete. You're love, you are perfection, you are like, you're really like good enoughness. I don't know if that word exists, but you're perfect, you're beautiful, you are like amazing and great just as you are, and there's nothing lacking or missing or blah blah blah. That's all nonsense. If there's a voice within you coming up that says like, I don't know, or it's not yet, or I need to do this and that, or I need to be whatever is there coming up, that's actually ego. It's not love's voice, because you're perfect right now. Also, for your twin flame, you don't have to become like anything. You're already created perfectly. It's just for you to acknowledge and that you understand that you are perfect. You don't have to do nothing for your twin flame. Like all you need to do is just to love yourself, to accept yourself, to finally see the truth of who you really are. And the truth of who you really are is perfection. You're perfect. And also like because your twin flame is just you, as long as you don't see yourself as perfect, complete and whole, your twin flame cannot mirror that to you in all places where you would desire that he or she mirrors that to you. And you have to get to know God. You have to get to know yourself. You have to get to know like who created you. And your perfection. And it also does not matter like whether other people or like your twin flame like approves of you or sends you a message or contacts you, or I don't know, says like beautiful. It does not matter. You don't have to give it any meaning like to things what other people are doing, not even your twin flame. You can just always choose to love yourself. You can always choose to approve of yourself. You can always choose to rely on God's truth about you, that you're perfect, that you're beautiful. In any moment, like you never have to withdraw your love from yourself. Why would you do that? Because when you're doing that, you're withdrawing your love also from God. And it's actually arrogant of you to think like you're not perfect, because you are perfect. You're whole and complete, and your good is always with you. Your love is inside of you, because there is God, and God is source of infinite love, infinite good. You already have everything.
Mm-hmm. It's also important to know that actually ego sometimes wants to trap you into thinking that you need to run after things, or that you need to become things, or become that percentage more or that percentage better.
Mm-hmm.
And last week we also had an insight about that actually it's not even possible, because God created all of us in his perfect image, and if he did that, then you are already perfection. You all are already enlightened. You are already a full ascended master, to say it like that, in divine truth. So the only place where you need to get it is on the inside, and it's never on the outside.
Yeah.
So if you're constantly on the outside watching and searching for things, you will never find it. Never. It's only on the inside. And when you finally connect with yourself, with all of yourself, and with all of God that is always inside of you on the inside, well, then you already are what God created you to be.
Yeah.
And
you're perfect.
From that space, you can finally start attracting all of your good also on the outside. Because if you have it on the inside and you realize it that you have it, and you operate from that state, and then start from that state living on the outside also, from having it on the inside.
Yeah, inside and outside are one and the same, are connected.
Then you are going to experience your heaven on earth.
Yeah, and also know, like, really, like, your twin flame is with you. He or she is always with you. If you're sitting here or wherever you're seeing this video, your twin flame is doing that with you. And the same is God, because we are just created in oneness. And as soon as you discover like a place within you that is saying otherwise, that your twin flame is not there or whatever is coming up, you can just reaffirm yourself the truth. No, because you are there, so that means your twin flame is there as well. Yeah. And you're one, and you're always together, like.
Yeah, and it's also like, for if you want to really grow and you want to really work on yourself, and you constantly think that you're not good enough, well, that's actually ego telling you that. And underneath all of that ego is actually your true self, because in God's truth you are already all of those things that you want to be. You already have it, but ego is on top of that, and it says like, no, we experienced that in the past, or that in the past.
Or it cannot be that easy, actually. Like that you're already one with your twin flame, that you already are perfect.
Yeah.
And because there might be voices within you, or let's say you heard something of childhood, like that, that come up, like that critical voice within you.
Yeah, just know when that comes up, that actually, that in the past you did not know all of these things. You were not that awakened or grown being that you are now.
Yeah, because you in the past you chose fear.
Yeah, you chose fear. So if you're now on this path and you chose constantly love for yourself, and by loving yourself, well, there is nothing to fear, because the past cannot create your present nor your future. It's only this moment. When you are in this moment and you choose in each and every moment only the good for yourself, then you can only experience the good.
Yeah.
So if you start living from on the inside from that perfection that you already have, and you choose it constantly and give it constantly on the inside towards yourself, then you have it in that moment also on the outside. And if you keep choosing that, and you keep committing to that and consistently choose that, then you are going to see that reflected on the outside also in the near future.
Yeah, but definitely also acknowledge, because that you are very aware, like which meaning do you give to things. Like you don't have at no time to give meaning to certain things that are happening on the outside. Like acknowledge they're also like your power. You don't because it really comes down, like, let's say, just because somebody says no to you, you don't have to just to give it a meaning and make it mean something about you. It's very important that you rely on your knowingness that you are perfect, that you're beautiful and wonderful, that you are created by God, that you're a wonderful being to be around. And just because somebody, you never know, like, for what reason, let's say in this example, that person says no to you, or even your twin flame, you never know, like, exactly what's going on. You don't have to at any time give it meaning. Like, no, don't do that. And know that you're always perfect, and know that you're wonderful, and honor yourself, and respect yourself, and like do what feels best to you. If somebody, let's say in that example, does not appreciate like your presence or does not choose it, then just move on. Like, you don't have to sit and dwell in there and make it mean something about you. If another person is not able to see it with their eyes, yeah. And also, like, your twin flame, it's so important that you stop waiting, like that your twin flame recognizes you, because your twin flame recognizes you when you recognize yourself. You need to recognize yourself, who you are in God's eyes. You have to treat yourself like the perfect and wonderful person that you are, and like cultivate like a lot of self-respect and self-love. And whatever your twin flame, let's say, is also choosing, it does not matter. You have only to, I believe that would be so important if we were like on the beginning of our twin flame journey, if I would have known this. The most important thing is that you focus on yourself, that you love yourself, that you're the most loving person that you can be towards yourself, that you choose to fully embrace yourself, that you choose to know God's truth about you, that you like know about your choices, and that you know that your twin flame is always with you, doing everything with you. You're just one, and you know your choices, so you know your twin flame's choices, and you choose to be happy no matter what. And no matter what happens on the outside, whether it's showing or not showing, you never have to give it meaning. You just keep moving on. It does not matter. And choose love and only the best for yourself. And just rely on the knowing that you are perfect.
Yeah. Your true twin flame always reflects your positive choices within yourself.
Yeah, but it also like can also reflect negative choices. But...
So when you're still upset about something, then you have the tool, the mirror exercise, to work through it. But what we want to say here is that you do not really need to get caught up in what's happening on the outside or make it mean something about you, because you're always perfect. You're always whole. And when you start thinking or believing that it's your fault, or that it's that you're not good enough or not beautiful enough or not capable, then
you're bringing yourself also then in an illusionary state, something that God did not create it. You're actually you yourself are choosing to go into fear. It's not that God created all of that, but you yourself, because of, I don't know, at one point you made the choice to engage with fear, or to have a relationship in that way with fear, and fear is not what God created it. And once you also know that whenever like somebody is choosing, you see something, let's say you see somebody making like a choice that is not loving, you don't have like to take it onto yourself. You just move on, because also like everything that is not loving is not true. So you don't even have to dwell into it or go into it. You can just let it go.
Yeah. How did I say that again? You do not need to lower your vibration or lower your state of being in order to make your brother or sister happy or healthy again.
Yeah.
So.
Also, you by you loving yourself, and by you being at peace with yourself, choosing peace and love for yourself, you're also then like an example for the whole world, and like automatically bring peace to the world. It starts with each one of us.
Yeah, it starts with yourself. So really put yourself first.
Yeah. And only like accept the best in your life, and also only loving people, because that's very important. Only things that are supportive for you on your twin flame journey, relationships, or like, or if you want to work with a coach, like only things that are very, very good for you or very supporting, because they really make a difference. If you keep like being around people who are not loving to you, you need to get rid of them quickly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's also important to start choosing to see, speak, feel, and hear yourself and about yourself as God does, as God created you. And if you choose that, you are going to feel that shift within you. You're going to feel that positive feeling and positivity within you. And start expanding that on all levels, because that's your true being. That's who you truly are.
Yeah, and also remember, always you set the tone in your life. Like, it really comes down how you treat yourself, how you see yourself. So I would really recommend like working on that a lot, because we really create our own reality, like with which people we choose to engage with, which things we allow and which things we accept, or which things we just radically say no to.
Yeah. Start talking positively and lovingly to yourself and about yourself, and really mean it. Do not do it like, yeah, I love myself, but really mean it.
Yeah, and the perfect tool is like the mirror exercise.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Next to that, you can also stand in front of a mirror and say like, I love you, or something like that, but really mean it. Mm-hmm. That's very important. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's all for today, right? So thank you so much for watching, and like and subscribe if you would desire to see more other videos of other students of Twin Flames Universe. And yeah, if you would love like support on your Twin Flame journey, you would like love to do so, and you could then just see the link or the website below. Mm-hmm. And we would see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.